Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I am Shannon Kerr. I teach EFT techniques as well as simple self love practices for moms, to love themselves more so that they can be fully connected with themselves and with their kids. And it's summer. And I have noticed myself with a bit of a battle in the mornings. And I wonder if you go through this as well, especially in the summer when you're like, I'm in a routine that's different from the regular school time routine. Um, and having this argument with yourself about what you should be doing. Um, this week, I'm actually child free, which is a little bit bizarre. My parents took my kids away for a week to visit my sister, and they come back tomorrow. And I've been having this weird little argument with myself about how much I should be doing, because the kids are away. I should be more productive. And yet the kids are away. This is my opportunity to just take things slow and easy. Anytime it's the summer or the weekend, and there's this discussion in my head of like, what should I get up and do? And so I noticed myself just this morning having this argument in my head before I got up of wanting to either get started on a to-do list, like first thing in the morning, I start making that to-do list of what am I going to get done today? Or that impulsion of wanting to give myself permission to just tune out and start scrolling on social media. And both of those options, my inner self was not impressed with. And there was a third part of me that was like, you should be doing your mindfulness practice. But it felt really hard. And And so that's what I got really curious about this morning. And I gave myself a bit of a compromise that I made a coffee and chilled out for a minute. And then I sat down and did some journaling and tapping on this little argument, because that message that I was telling myself of uh, that mindfulness practice in the morning feels hard. Um, that's what really kind of set the alarm bells for myself, like, oh, it's harder to be mindful than it is to be tuned out. And so that's what I wanted to chat with you about today and do a bit of tapping, because tapping is the tool that I use. If you're new to this, um, it's tapping or emotional freedom technique or EFT. These are different ways that you may have heard about it being referenced as. And tapping is a way to take those thoughts that I've been thinking in my head, like, ooh, mindfulness is hard, uh, or I need to get up and start doing stuff in order to feel good about my day. All these little thoughts, I love to journal them first just to get a little more clarity, but you can just, even before you get out of bed, just notice the thoughts and the feelings that are attached to them. And then the tapping is literally tapping on those energy meridians of your upper body while voicing those thoughts out loud. So, why is this helpful, or why did I want to have this conversation with you? Is the reminder that a self love practice is only hard if you decide that it's hard. If you let it be easy, or having a mindfulness routine, or anything that is focusing on your mental and emotional health, you can let it be as easy as you want it to be. There's no rule saying you have to do 60 minutes of meditation every morning in order for it to be impactful. Um, it can be as simple as 5 breaths in the morning and focusing on just allowing yourself to feel love before you get out of bed. So, also having that choice to choose your own perspective before allowing those outside influences in. Um, and we are inundated with these outside influences. So, really having a few moments, even if it's just a few moments away from your phone and technology, um, will help you to remember, like, oh, yeah, I am the most important opinion in my life. I don't have to rely on those outside influences to tell me how I get to feel. And the other reminder is that it's okay to suck at this at first. And it's okay to suck at it and then get good at it and then suck at it again, depending on where you are in life, right? Um, Even within a day, you can have these, oh, I'm so mindful and calm and grounded, and then stuff happens, and that's okay as long as we keep reminding ourselves of our priority to love ourselves first before sending it out anywhere else. So, I want to tap into that a bit. And if you're new to tapping, this is literally like Simon says, you're going to watch and copy what I do and say what I say. If there's a phrase that I say that you're like, no, I don't really feel that, I feel this, then use that word. That's no big deal. But just tapping on the points. And we'll start on the side of the hand and then we'll move through the body points. This is a way of connecting. It's somatic practice as well as cognitive. So you're really connecting your brain and your body back together. You may notice signs of your body relaxing as you connect with your nervous system this way. There may be yawning or like tingling down the spine or just any sensation of your muscles relaxing. So before we start, just take a notice of imagine yourself first thing in the morning and what are the thoughts and feelings that run through your head, whether that's a pressure to get up and start doing, or that feeling like you really don't want to get out of bed because you're having trouble feeling ready to go and positive, anything like that. And along with that feeling and those thoughts, how intense is it? So for me, you know, when I had this sensation this morning, it was more like a 7. It wasn't super intense. It was just like I want to do this stuff, but I don't want to do this stuff kind of thing. So let's go ahead and start tapping on that. And just actually, before you do, I like to take a few breaths and just feel your body in your seat. This is going to be short and sweet. Imagine just having this bubble of time, of attention, paying attention to yourself and giving yourself this loving focus. And getting curious on what your inner self wants to tell you. All right, so tapping on the side of the hand. Even though sometimes I start the day in a negative frame of mind, I still love and accept myself. Even though it feels hard sometimes to be mindful in the morning. And I think I need to do things. in order to feel good about myself. That's okay. I still love and accept all parts of me. Even though I don't always feel ready to do the things that make me feel grounded. That's okay. I love and accept all parts of me, even the parts of me that feel this way. Okay, now top of the head. I'm thinking of all the things I have to do. Eyebrow point. It feels easier just to scroll or lie here. Side of the eye. Other people are better at mindfulness. Under the eyes. Meditating and journaling are hard. Under the nose. And I have more important things to get done first. Under the mouth. In fact, I'm already behind. Collarbone point. I don't know if this stuff makes any difference anyways. Under the arms. It feels silly to spend time on my feelings. Under the chest, like at the bottom of your rib cage. I know it also feels good. Wrists together. Maybe I can try making it easy on myself. Okay. So noticing that resistance now that you were feeling about like, oh, this has to be hard, or I have to get up and do. How high is that resistance now? Hopefully it's dropped a bit. Sometimes it intensifies because your brain is finally getting the chance to voice its thoughts, and that's okay too. You can't break yourself tapping. You can just increase your awareness. And the more that you know yourself, the better, right? So that was like venting and curiosity. And what in the mornings, I like to keep my tapping kind of short and sweet rather than like long because it's morning. So having that possibility of maybe it doesn't have to be hard. And maybe I am worthy of feeling good even before I do this stuff is the feeling that I want to be bringing in. So let's do another round here. And that could be a great journaling suggestion for yourself of like, do I allow myself to feel good before I am productive? Or do I attach my worthiness to my productiveness, which a lot of moms do? All right, side note. Even though I was feeling down about my mindfulness practice, I forgive my judgments and I choose to love myself completely. Even though I was stuck in doing instead of being, I honor my body for holding these old beliefs, and I am ready to start letting them go. Even though I used to think that mindfulness was hard work, I am noticing all the ways that mindfulness comes easily. And I love and accept all parts of me. Okay, top of the head. I am building new beliefs. eyebrow point. This practice is allowed to take time. Side of the eye. My feelings are all valid and valuable. Under the eyes. I am ready to be present. Under the nose. I choose to let my morning be easy. Under the mouth. I am simplifying my life. Collarbone point. I am worthy of love just for being me. Under the arms. I no longer have to earn my worthiness by doing anything. Under the chest. My morning rituals are easy and expansive. And wrist point. I give myself permission to love myself first. So from there, you might have had some thoughts that you want to journal on or write down. Is there an affirmation that you want to carry on through your day? But having that permission to love yourself first, that's a beautiful one to keep reminding yourself. I am worthy of love before I do anything, not after. So that's a simple tapping practice that you can play around with. And I encourage you to make things simple for yourself in the morning. If you want to have some kind of a journaling practice or meditation practice, how can you make that as easy as possible? I realized I was making things harder for myself lately by having my journal all the way out here. So I had to get up, even though my husband was getting up, and I could journal in my bed. I don't have to come all the way out here. But having your things ready to go. If you like to have a nice beverage or have a comfy spot or have a blanket, something that will help to kind of anchor in that this is a ritual of love for myself. It's not work. It is as easy as I let it be. I also encourage you to keep your phone out of the bedroom. A few things that I have done over the last few years that have really made a difference is to turn off my notifications. So I stop getting any kind of notifications after 10 and before 7 o'clock. So unless it's an emergency, I'm not going to be getting those ping, ping, pings. And I've turned off like a lot of those ping, ping, pings during the day anyways, so that I am not getting distracted by my phone and unnecessary things. If people really need to get a hold of you, they can get a hold of you. You don't need to know about every little Facebook or TikTok or whatever. And have some sort of connection ritual before you open your phone or computer. So checking in with yourself. As I say, this is a challenge for me as well, because we love to know what's happening out there. And sometimes it does feel easier to be informed rather than to inform ourselves. And that's okay. So tapping in that simple round of self-love will help remind you of your intentions, that I am choosing to love myself in all states, not after I've done the things. So I hope this was helpful. And I'm going to be continuing to post more tapping videos here. If do the like and subscribe thing, share this with someone who might be interested in learning more about this. And if you want more support in building your daily habits, creating habits that really support the person that you want to be, I am offering half price sessions for the month of August. So I will attempt to put a link in wherever it goes, but you can reach out to me however you found this. And yeah, let's get started creating the habits before the September stuff begins, right? And self-love can happen all year round, not just when you're doing your productive stuff. All right. I'm going to stop there before I start jibber jabbering. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I will be talking to you soon.